Good evening, everybody. Hope I find you all in good spirits. Today's been a pretty amazing day spiritually. Um, I spend 3 days working and my 4 days off are, I spend 3 days, I work three 12-hour days, and I spend my 4 days off on all spiritual and recovery work. You know, a lot of people on here may not be in recovery. I am. So there's people in here from all walks of life in this group. People who are in recovery, people who aren't. It doesn't matter what walk of life you come from. This is all about inspirational messages and motivational messages. And it's for everybody to share in the positive energy. You know, so it's good to have you all here and watching how fast this group is growing. You know, I also have, I post my videos from time to time in this group, but there's some I may not have. Feel free to look up YouTube channel The Power of Living by an Irish Indian. If you wish to watch any of the videos or subscribe to them, then you'll be notified whenever there's no videos being made. Our duty is motivated by messages, by my experiences that I receive, and I thing I'm thinking about today, is is God's will and not my own. And that's my message. Whether you want to call him God, Creator, or your higher power, or whatever your spiritual belief is to you. It's about respecting each other and respecting each other's path. You know, I'm a pipe carrier. I'm a sun dancer in my Native American ways, but I respect everybody's path that they follow. Today I went to, you know, a Catholic place where they have this shrine of Mary, and just to experience the power and the energy that flows through this place, and have this spiritual experience. And it was an amazing experience. Next week I'm looking at going to a Tibetan monk monastery and praying there, um, and really expanding my thought process to the whole world around me and keeping a very open mind. Um, it's being able to respect and appreciate everybody's spiritual path and choices and decisions that they've made in their life to better themselves and strengthen themselves spiritually. Whether you're in recovery or not, a spiritual foundation to your life is important to maintain any kind of positive energy and balance, in my opinion. You know, um, you know, whatever that might be to you, whatever that higher power might be to you. Find it. Um, it won't hurt by looking into it and experiencing it. If you have nothing that you fall back on right now. We can walk through life and feel empty. Everything could be going good, but still feel like something's missing. In a lot of cases, that may be it. That's an area you want to look at. I got that way in recovery where everything was going good, but something was missing. And I had realized that the thing that was missing was that I was focusing all of my attention and time um, on maybe my body and mind, but I wasn't focusing it on my spirit. And that's what needed strength. I focus on those three things to find balance in my life and to stay balanced. So um, today, when I think about staying um, in my higher power, my Creator God's will, it really means that I have to see, not look with blinders on directly in front of me, but see the whole picture. And when I look at the whole picture, um, I can see that the message from my Creator might be coming in a lot of different directions, a lot of different faces, and a lot of different voices, and I have to be open minded to that, or I'm going to miss the message. The Creator puts people on our path for a reason. Um, there's no coincidence that we've all crossed paths. It's for you to understand how the Creator has brought somebody into your life and for what reason. You know, there's things that we need to learn from each other, things that we're going to share of ourselves that may better somebody else's life or their journey, the path that they're on. My being able to accept it, means accepting my higher power's will means having faith that that the Creator knows better than I do. That He knows what He's doing. He's been doing this for a long time, a lot longer than I've been around. And you know, every time I doubt, I find out that things work out. And you'd think I'd learn by now, but my human mind is still capable of doubting and struggling. We all do. Find out within yourself to just really not only believe but have faith. You can believe in your Creator, you can believe in your higher power, but have faith. And the difference. The difference is, I've shared this once before, that belief is belief. Watching this tightrope walker saying he can walk a wheelbarrow across a tightrope, and believing that he can do it. Faith is getting in that wheelbarrow while he's doing it. And that's a powerful statement. When I heard that said to me years back, and it's stuck with me because it means something to me. And so where I'm at today is that I understand that when I'm in my self will, things don't go right. There's resistance. There's struggle. Things seem to start coming apart. Why is this going on? Why is that happening? Because I'm going against something that isn't natural. The Creator's will for me is natural. My will is forced. If it's my will, it's what I want, and then I'm forcing it. Rather than just letting go. You know, it's like trying to have that faith is like holding on to a branch and you're dangling in a rapid river that's running down. You don't know where it goes, but you're holding on. You're holding on out of fear, and that fear has you holding on desperately because you're afraid that if you let go and you fall into that rapid river, that you're going to be smashed and tumbled upon the rocks and probably killed. Faith is believing that when you let go, that all rough bodies of water lead into calm. You know, no matter what stream it is, no matter what river, if it's rough and it's rampant, it eventually leads into a calm body of water. And letting go and trusting that that's true. That's like when they said the world was round and people didn't believe that in the beginning. That if you walk that if you walk far enough you're gonna fall off the face of the earth. It's the craziest thing you've ever heard. But at the time, I'm sure that reality was real, and people were afraid of it until they traveled and journeyed on, and people were brave enough to journey on to find out, hey, it doesn't, it doesn't end. It comes back around full circle, and you'll eventually come back to where you started. Um, so, you know, my message today is about faith and having faith and trusting the Creator's will for you, and finding out what that is for you. Um, Try to stay in it, stay positive. The beautiful thing about this group that I started, the power of living, is that these are all positive messages. These are people that have joined a group that want something positive out of social media because there's enough darkness out there around everywhere, and it's like a private room where you can go into and escape from it for a while and say this is where I'm going to go to build myself up. You know, it really is about building each other up and helping and supporting each other in our daily lives, and to find that energy that you need, that strength that you need, that positive message that'll resonate with you, and say, hey, I needed to hear this today. This is what I needed, and I hope you find that here. And I'm really glad in 6 days this group has increased to almost 400 members, and it's growing and it's growing. And I encourage you, you know, to share this messages with the people that you care about. It's not just about me. It's not just about any videos that I do or anything like that. There's a lot of members here that are putting in and contributing a lot of positive messages. And I encourage you all to do the same. Uh, share a part of yourself that's positive, that that you want to share with everybody around you. And if you're struggling in your life and you need suggestions or advice, leave what it is that you're struggling with and ask for help. There's tons of people here that I'm sure are willing to um, assist you with something positive, or even their own experiences that might be able to help you through it. Help through what you're going through, or even it's just saying, I need prayers. I need prayers. My family's struggling. We're struggling. You know, and then let us all pray for you the way that we do. The way with the path that we're following to our Creator. Let us all assist in those prayers. You know, it's a beautiful thing when you have that many people that care about each other. Don't know each other, maybe not even know each other personally, but you love and care about everybody enough to want to assist and helping them find themselves and feel better about themselves. Good place to start, a good starting point if you want to build each other up. And that's really what it's all about. I hope that you all have a beautiful and blessed evening. Uh, I know I haven't been on here in a couple of days, but I have been really busy with spiritual stuff and trying to find a balance between everything that's going on in my life with work, my spiritual responsibilities, and still finding the time to do these videos and and tonight even, somebody say, yeah, I haven't seen you. I've been watching for your videos. I've been watching for your videos, and I haven't seen one in a couple of days. And it's like, yeah, I haven't gone out to the woods in a few days and prayed either. So I need to do that. Tomorrow is gonna. Tomorrow I intend to do that. I don't. It doesn't matter how cold it is. I may not stay out there long enough to to do what I normally do out in the woods, but I can come home and do that. But I need to get out into the woods to actually load my sacred pipe and pray out there and be out in my element, because the woods and nature and the animals, it really is my element. I'm a nature man, and not only a nature man, I'm a spiritual man, holy man. I don't know if I'd go that far to say that about myself, but I am a very spiritual man, and my 4 days off of work are really spent all on spiritual, and life's been amazing because of it. So I will talk to y'all soon. Have a blessed evening, and see you in the group.